Hi, Cancer. I just remembered that I forgot to do something, and I was being mad at myself. That's why I was making that face, shaking my head like that. So anyway, thank you for being here, watching your reading. Um, Forgive me. Let's go ahead and get into your reading. To save time, I'm starting the reading with the Wisdom of the Oracle deck, which technically is great for advice. So I'm technically kind of starting the reading with your advice, or at least the baseline for this reading. This card that came out is No Place Like Home. No Place Like Home, card number 50. And if you know astrology, you know the Cancer is associated with the fourth house, which is home, which is the mother, as well. So I'm going to go ahead and read the description of this card. The essential meanings of this card are authenticity, coming home to yourself, feeling at home, arriving at a place where you just fit, being comfortable in your own skin. So in relation to other people, the relationship message is really calling to me. So it says friends, lovers, friends, and companion animals are at home in your life right now. You are in sync and full of love, and you can be secure in the knowledge that it is reciprocated. Relationships elicit a sense of emotional safety, comfort, and the best aspects of familiarity right now. Be home in this relationship. Together you add to the love of the world. The Oracle's message, it says home feels safe and secure. It's a comfortable place to rest and create. A place that is known, and you can call yours. This card signals that your ability to trust yourself and feel at home in your own skin is beginning to solidify as you claim your dignity and integrity. Aspects of yourself no one can take away from you. You know who you are. You hold your head high, yet with neither pride or humility. Instead, you stand as the observer, seeing through the eyes of your soul. This puts you in a position of power and strength. Authenticity is your home. You are safe here in the house of your spirit and spirit. I love that. I love that for you. So there's a few other messages associated with this card. There's always Oracle's the essential meanings, which is just like the overall meaning of the card. The Oracle's message, the relationship message, which I read both of those. There's also a prosperity message and a protection message. I'm not going to read those two, but it just applies the same way for, those different categories. I'm trying to remember how I did the last reading. Oh, let me go ahead and pull astrological oracle cards for you. See how this is playing out astrologically for you, or where just what other signs or things to look at, right? Can I get a message for Cancer placements, please? And this is no particular timeline. It's whenever you watch it. Time is not linear anyway, so whenever you see this reading. All right, waxing gibbous moon. It's telling me to pull one more. Thank you. Okay. The sun. So the sun is in connection to Leo in the 5th house. It's associated with our self-expression, our confidence. There is a need. This card was speaking to confidence. So there is a need for you to feel more confident in who you are, your abilities. Waxing gibbous moon is here. Let's look at the keywords of this card. I'm like, are we? No, we're about to have a full moon. Well, yeah, I guess it is a waxing gibbous. Technically, that we're currently in at the time that I'm filming this reading. So with the waxing gibbous moon, it represents perfecting. Maybe your ability to feel secure in who you are is perfecting, your confidence in who you are, your ability to express yourself with your friends, your family, your lovers. You're just maybe feeling more whole and more secure in yourself, by yourself. That's perfecting. It says it's about tending to the finer details of a situation. Flowers are blooming, but they still require your attention. It's like you're gaining some success. You're getting more confident. You're going somewhere. Whatever your efforts are have been there contributing to success. And you see that, but you still have to, give your attention and your effort to this matter, whatever it is, especially if it's like becoming more secure in who you are, understanding yourself, expressing yourself, right? Says if you've dropped the ball recently, this card is a gentle reminder that you still have a chance to pick up where you left off. Trying to cheat or cut corners may work in the moment, but these shortcuts are always discovered later on. I don't know why I wanted to just follow up with the second card. The sun here, I'm going to make sure I didn't miss anything specific to how this how this deck is supposed to be intended to be interpreted. It must be in the beginning. Where the heck is the sun? I'm like, does it go straight to Mercury? Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, Pluto. Houses. Where in the world is zodiacs? This is weird. Okay, the sun, the ego. Duh, how could I miss that? So maybe it's perfecting like your ego healing, right? How you express joy, how you express pleasure, your confidence, your purpose, your vibrance, your strength. That first card spoke to your strength. So this is perfecting. You're learning how to perfect it. You're becoming more positive. You're becoming more aware of your purpose, more aware of who you are. Show me. Yeah, thank you. Page of Swords, reverse. Could be giving up on some type of dishonesty. The Knight of Cups reverse. Maybe it's codependency. Maybe you have been making excuses for yourself, like, oh, I don't do that, or kind of like overlooking how you could be maybe emotionally manipulative, or maybe have some unhealthy emotional tendencies, right? So maybe that's perfecting. And maybe you just realize that certain things that you were doing were defense mechanisms because of that ego energy. So you're learning how to balance that, and you're not lying to yourself anymore. And you're like, okay, I'll do that, and I need to stop doing it. You know what I mean? Like you're not justifying your behavior or making excuses for yourself. Can we clarify? Thank you. We have the Page of Pentacles. Instead, you're working towards, you're putting your efforts, your time, energy, your maybe even money, maybe you're getting therapy or something like that. You're putting your effort towards working on creating better habits, learning better coping mechanisms, figuring out a better way, basically. Let's look at what's going on around you or who's around you with the Kipper deck. Show me what or who is around Cancer. False person showed itself, but I also need to, false person, listen. This is how I did in my deck, and I was trying to flip it over. I got stuck on these two cards. False person and thief. So just be mindful of your surroundings. Be mindful of who to trust, who you decide to trust. Okay, all right. One more. False person, flipped over again. I'm gonna go ahead and take it this time. And sudden wealth. So you could have somebody shady in your life, especially if you come up on some type of sudden material wealth. If you gain, like if you win the lottery, if you get a big bonus, you get a tax return, something, whatever it is, if it's monetary, if it's physical, if it's material, and it involves you getting some type of wealth, fame, a sudden check. I feel like, I do think this card represents that it is material wealth. But if card number 8, your luck could turn sour or result in a loss. So just watch your back. We did see thief card also. So it could, this card also can mean many. So you could have a lot of fake people around you. It can mean you have many false people around you, or it can mean that you have to watch your back around certain people. You can feel safe now with this card by itself. It represents success, affluence, gain, profit in your job. I do feel like you're going to reap some of the successful and positive benefits of this card. It also says you can draw from unlimited resources at the moment, but avoid being wasteful or boastful. I think that energy will attract these type of people. You know what I mean? Because that's how they are. And if you're too cocky, or if you're in your ego about things too much and you're too flashy, you want to show off, kind of like a Leo with this, since the sun rules Leo, that may not work well for you. You could gain some enemies, many enemies. Otherwise, it's money that you don't have to work for, such as a lottery winning, a bonus, found money, or some type of inheritance. Again, if it's something that you're coming up on by chance, watch your back. Otherwise, you got a lot of fake people around you, a lot of people who wear masks, a lot of people who are not who they say they are, who are frenemies, who don't mean you as well. They're hiding something. They're secretive. They're probably liars, deceptive, or dishonest. There's some type of deceit going on, or they could be working against you behind your back, trying to make, work to your downfall. It could vary. This person could also stand for like bad luck. They can warn of danger, betrayal, or loss. So somebody could try to screw you out of some money. So just be mindful, or some other type of material wealth, a check, something. I don't know. Just be mindful. Watch your back. Let's continue. Show me false person and sudden wealth, please. Actually, yeah. False person. Thank you. False person, we have the Queen of Wands. This is someone who is jealous of you. This could be someone who's attractive, or they feel like you're attractive. They could be attracted to you. It could be what is jealousy? It's extreme love. You know what I mean? It's an imbalance of love. It's still on the spectrum of love. Even hate is it's excessive love. You know what I mean? It's an envious love. It's still on the spectrum of love. So this is someone who could be attracted to you. They could be jealous of you. They could be spiteful. Maybe they're kind of like out to get you in a sense. One more for false person, please. They either think you're attractive or they're attractive. They could be just highly insecure, though, with the Four of Wands reverse. It's screaming insecurity for me. They feel imbalanced. They feel out of body. They could feel that way around you, or maybe you feel that way around them because you're intuitive and you're empathic and you pick up on their emotions. So maybe they're projecting that on you. They want you to feel like that. I'm going to clarify these cards. Let me clarify that first before I move on. Show me the Queen of Wands and the Four of Wands reverse. Queen of Wands. They could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag. Six of Cups. Somebody you know from childhood. It could be a childhood friend, somebody you went to school with, somebody you know from your past. But if you look back into your memories and look back on the past, you probably can remember ways that they've shown you this, where they maybe look at you a certain way, or they make slick comments, or they always flirted with your boyfriend or your girlfriend, or you know what I'm saying? Just like they always did little shady things that, ever since you were a child, or ever since you first met this person, or maybe you even had a past life together. Show me the Four of Wands. Okay. Thank you. Knight of Cups. This could be somebody that you dated, even maybe somebody that you lived together. Maybe you do feel like that. That could explain the attraction. Maybe they're still attracted to you, but with the Four of Wands reverse, it represents something either falling apart, being imbalanced, feeling insecure, like you feel like you couldn't be yourself. Like it represents imbalance, something being misaligned. And it's not like thriving environment for one to be themselves. I'm like, let me see if I'm missing anything in particular. I'm sure there's something that'll jump out at me. One second. Maybe somebody didn't feel valued. Maybe there was a sense of neglect, or something compromised the home or the career. Yes, something could have compromised the home, the career. I do feel like it's the home, if at least your sense of security, right? Maybe this person made you feel insecure because they are insecure. Something like that. It's probably somebody that you dated, right? So just be mindful. Show me sudden wealth, please. Sudden wealth. A magician showed itself. It didn't completely come out. I kind of didn't let it, but the magician showed herself. Showed herself. I didn't mean that was a slip, but whatever. The magician showed herself. So you could be manifesting something or drawing something in, affirming something into your life, coming into existence with something with the Wheel of Fortune. Before it wasn't the right time. Maybe you felt like you had some bad luck. I mean, we do have signals of bad luck here, but thank you. The Nine of Pentacles. Maybe you feel like you wasted your time, you wasted your energy. Again, another card that points to insecurity. I'm like, dang, is this reading gonna get any better? I'm just joking. But it could also just point to wasting time, wasting energy, wasting valuable, precious resources, wasting money, splurging, like overindulging in certain things, in the finer things. It could also just represent some type of depression, the Nine of Pentacles reverse, being dissatisfied, feeling alone, or feeling like somebody could be depressed from being alone. This could have been how the situation left you feeling. They could have stolen your joy, your sense of security, your sense of feeling like home within yourself. I do feel like this was a bad breakup, or if it wasn't a breakup, it was something that disrupted your home, a relationship, your relationship with your job, something, and it disrupted your sense of home, your sense of security, your balance, your alignment. It disturbed your passion and who you are, your ability to be yourself and feel comfortable in your own shoes, in your light. So again, you feel like there was some bad luck. Let's clarify. Ooh, the Wheel of Fortune. Maybe something happened really suddenly with the Tower, clarifying the Wheel of Fortune reverse. Maybe it was unexpected. Maybe you didn't see it coming, or maybe there was some naivety. You know what I'm saying? Like you just chose not to see it coming with the Page of Swords reverse and the Knight of Cups reverse. So maybe in the past, you just kind of pretended not to see things, or you tuned certain things out, and now you're learning from this past situation not to build a foundation when you realize there's faults, there's cracks, there's holes, it's not level, it's not balanced. Also with the Nine of Pentacles, we clarify with the Hierophant. You could be getting some type of therapy, seeking some type of counseling. Maybe you're getting baptized, something like that. You could be getting indoctrinated into some other, I hate the word indoctrinated now, but it could be like you are converting your religion, or you are recommitting yourself to your religion, or seeking a new religion or some other spiritual path. You could be getting initiated into some other craft or something like that. And maybe this whole situation that you experienced was just part of your past so that you can help other people heal from a similar situation. Oh, one more for the Wheel of Fortune reverse. Thank you. I do feel like it was somebody you were dating. Maybe suddenly you figured out they cheated on you. You found out they cheated on you, or they just up and left. Maybe one day they were all over you, and the next minute you left. This is an energy that is kind of like flighty. It's like very charming. But it could also be like somebody else kind of like swept you off your feet. But I do feel like it's a night. It's a night energy. Maybe you just suddenly realized or found out this person was just really immature. Like immature. With the Page of Wands coming out as well. Maybe that was a sudden realization. Maybe you just realized, wow, this person is really, really childish because you ignore or justify all the signs previously. Then you were made painfully aware of how obvious it was and how bad it was. You know, that could be taking place when Neptune goes direct. Mercury's already direct, so some of this could be playing out now, but it could play out in the future as well. This could be a warning, or this could just be something that's already transpired. Just varies. Can I get a... Oh, thank you. Any other messages for Cancer? Okay, thank you. All right. I mean, these cards slipped out so swiftly. It was real slick how it happened. I barely even noticed. Anyway, soulmate is the first card. Yes, this is your soulmate. Keep in mind, we have good and bad soulmates. And when I say good and bad, I just mean that some experiences are good, some experiences are bad. By whatever our definition of good or bad is. I do feel like this person, whoever this person is, be it somebody new or somebody old, they definitely are a soulmate because they're coming in to teach you a lesson, and you decided on the other side that I'm going to help you with this and you're going to help me with this. And maybe you don't remember right now, but I feel like we always pick our closest soulmates to accomplish the hardest missions here in life, whether we realize it or not. So the people who hurt us the most probably have a closer connection to us on the other side. Romantic feelings could be, I don't know, 100%. It's just a theory of mine. Take it or leave it. I don't care. So I feel like somebody's going to disagree, and that's fine. You're allowed to do that. I'm not objecting. Okay, romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. I feel like this is a new situation, and maybe these old feelings are coming up, reminding you of a past situation. And yes, that past person was a soulmate, but this new person probably, if you're dating someone new, if you're trying to date, if you're just trying to put yourself out there, maybe these old situations are kind of like creeping up, reminding you, trying to, I guess, like scare you to see if you're truly ready. But I feel like you're good. You just got to get through the first like little jitters. Let's get a creativity oracle card for you. Any cards for Cancer based on this spread? Oh no, just one, please. Okay. Thank you. Like all these doggone cards. But we got one. Change. For change, do something you usually do a certain way in a different way. So if you, I don't know, just like if you always put your shoes on left to right, put them on right to left. You know, it doesn't have to be huge. If you always meditate in the morning, try meditating at night. You know, just try different things. Try something different that you always do. Switch up your routine. Just try it. Let's see what the book says. Number 43, that may be significant for you. Break it down to 7. This card can also be an invitation to examine how you feel about change or to make an attitude adjustment. It is easy for an artist to fall in love with a creation and resist making changes to it. The editing process for a writer is the perfect example. If you hate the changes your editor is making, they are most likely doing their job well. Selecting the change card can sometimes indicate that the situation in question would benefit greatly from you changing your mind. So maybe there's a change of perspective that needs to happen. I did skip the first part of this card. It says if you're a visual artist, that would mean using different methods, different tools, or your less dominant hand. This card can also be an invitation, yes, to change how you feel or how you view something. So I do feel like you're interested in learning a new way, learning something new. So just take your time, and it could take you some time to implement these changes as well. So just keep that in mind. I'm also going to pull a crystal oracle card for you to finish this reading off. Okay, Apophyllite. My Apophyllite actually broke in my bowl of crystals over here, so I have to replace it. It usually comes with a little point, a little termination, or at least all of the times that I've seen it in person. Anyway, Apophyllite clears skepticism, cynicism, and logic from the spiritual path. Who needs it? Anyone looking for that ray of light from on high to hit them with something good. Where to put it? Wherever you practice religion, meditate, channel, pray. When to use it when the spiritual life feels like a moving target. When you feel skeptical about your true purpose on earth. When you feel like your yeah, but thoughts are dishonoring the innermost you. Beam yourself up, way up. And to add to that, I would say go ahead and do some affirmations with Apophyllite and see if you feel better. So that is your Cancer reading. That is your reading, Cancer, is what I meant to say. I hope this was helpful for you too in some way. This is how you spell Apophyllite if you're interested in finding this crystal. I think this, if it's a romantic relationship or just relationship, friendships, new people in general, it could be very different, or you could need to change your approach in how you normally meet people or engage with people, especially since Scorpio season is coming up. So I don't know. I think it's just something to consider. Welcoming change, trying things in a different way, especially with the way you express yourself, the way you present yourself, or if you're artistic or you do readings, you're spiritual or artistic, switch up your routine a bit and see what happens. I'm sure you're going to gain some good things from it because it's reading. So that's all, you know what I mean? So good luck to you. Be sure to watch your other placements. Subscribe on Patreon, subscribe on YouTube, like, share, and comment. Until next time, peace, love, and light.